I'm your host, welcome to thanks for you joining me for BloodBound 2, Chapter 3, The Collector. You, Adrian, Camila, Lily, and Jack sit on Adrian's private jet as you soar towards Las Vegas. Okay, how did I not know you have a private jet? Can't you imagine how it would have sounded if I had told you? You mean you didn't want to come across as a rich douchebag? That's one way of putting it. If you're done oogling now, you should pay attention. I ran a background check on Langston Konvinsky. Among other things, he's a casino mogul, a known eccentric, and a collector of antiques. Isn't eccentric just a nicer way of saying cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs? Ooh, she uses my thing. Cocoa Puffs. I believe Lily is expressing some concern for Langdon's mental state. Ah, well, I can't say much about that, but we need to focus on his collection, specifically the amulet of Nero he possesses. He's agreed to meet with us to discuss a potential sale of the amulet. It should be quick. We go in, buy the amulet, and leave Vegas immediately. What if it's more complicated than that? Worst case scenario, we'll probably have to rub elbows with Langdon for a bit. Oh, I can think of some worse scenarios than that. So long as we beat Gaius there, that's all that matters. Which shouldn't be a problem, considering Gaius has spent nearly a century in a coffin, and Jameson is a ludite who refuses to use computers. It sounds simple enough, and yet, what if Gaius is already there? Then we fight. And mostly likely, we die. Oh wow, you two really have a way with words. If I go down, I'm taking that asshole with me. Good luck with that. At his prime, Gaius could take all of us with one hand. And now? Two hands, and he'd still do it. Well, But before you can finish, Camila turns back to her laptop, tapping away as she does more research. So, I guess Camila is done for being social for the moment. See Jack's at the far end of the plane, sharpening a sword and frowning. Lily is at the bar nearby, making drinks. I'll talk to Jax. I'll talk to Lily. Jax. Make your way over to Jax, the ringing of his waiststone shrill against the gentle roar of the plane. Amy. Couldn't help notice that you look kind of intense. Jack stopped sharpening a sword for an size. I guess I'm worried. About Gaius and the mission? Did they or did they change up Jax's face a little? Yeah, that and because I left my people behind. I know they can take care of themselves, but what if Gaius attacks while we're gone? I guess that's a legitimate fear, considering we have no idea where he is. I know this mission is important for everyone, but I'm responsible for an entire clan now. I don't want to abandon them. Jax, I'm sure your clan will be safe. It must be scary to leave them on their own, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Taking care of them is nothing new to me, but with them being integrated with the rest of the clans, what if something happens while I'm gone? Well, then you'll have to trust that your leadership has taught them all they need to know to take care of themselves. I guess. Stopping Gaius, that's the best thing I can do for them. Damn right. Just promise me that if you're the one who kills him, you'll have some really cool line like, "Now that's what I call high stakes." Not on your life. Jax puts his hand on your arm, looking at you with a smile. Hey, thanks for coming over to talk to me. Amy, I really needed it. Anytime. Looking around the plane, you spot Adrian sitting by himself in the back, staring out a window, silent. You should go see what's the matter. You sit in the seat beside him, which rouses him from his thoughts. Amy. Is everything okay? Adrian sighs, his gaze drifting back to the window and the city lights far below. I can't help feel that This is all my fault. Your fault how? I was the one who imprisoned Gaius, rather than end him. Most of the others wanted him killed, and I just couldn't make that choice. I let my emotions cloud my judgment, and now everyone is paying for it. Everything that's happened, it's because of my weakness. Adrian, this isn't your fault. You can't blame yourself for all of this. There are so many factors like Jameson and the amulet. I know, but I can't help but feel like none of this would be happening if I had just killed him. If you had, then you wouldn't be the Adrian I know. The caring, compassionate Adrian. The one who wants to make the world a better place. I'm glad you see things that way, Amy. That helps. Adrian takes a deep breath, his eyes trained on the window. I'm tired of being shackled to the past, to my mistakes, to my weakness. If I see Gaius again, I won't hesitate like I did before. This time, I'll end it for good. Adrian. Before you can think of what to say, the pilot announces the plane is descending into Las Vegas. Enough talk. Here we go. After the plane lands, you and the others walk on to the tarmac, excuse me. Ah, it's so humid here. You should try Egypt. I know we all are on a very serious mission of world-ending importance, but we find a minute for some Vegas shenanigans. You know, hit a casino, a buffet, a show. Maybe do the thing where we stand in front of a Bellagio fountains and dramatically walk away one at a time. You must be Mr. Raines and Associates. Hear that, Lil? We're associates. You must be Mr. Kavinsky's assistant. Indeed, sir. You can call me Mr. Klimpf. Will you be taking us to see your employer? I'm afraid that Mr. Kravinsky has postponed your meeting due to some unforeseen circumstances. Unforeseen my ass. When will we be able to speak with him? I assure you, Mr. Kravinsky is still very much interested in meeting with you. However, he will not be free until tomorrow night. This Gaius is already here. Not so bad, is it? Sure sounds like we got time for some shenanigans. I mean, at least one shenanigan, maybe two? I find the last-minute change aggravating. To make it up to you, Mr. Kravinsky is putting you all in his casino, the Cordonia Grand. His street, of course. Whoa, 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 like a fancy Vegas hotel? I always wanted to stay in one of those. I think we should be on guard. Alright, I was adjusting. Moving on. The Cordonia Grand? The name sounds super bouge. Does it come with a mini fridge full of booze, or maybe an epic fountain that does water showers to Celine Dion songs? Or 100 shows or shops full of jewelry and clothes that we can't afford? You two have completely forgotten why we're here, haven't you? Shall we go? Glance at each other uneasily and then shrug. Fancy casino! Mr. Clem takes you all to the large suite at the top of the Cordonia Grand. Oh my god, this is everything I've ever dreamed of. Is there a robot butler? No, that'd be too much. But wait, maybe. No, it's perfect. I'll admit, it's rather upscale. Bunch of bullshit crap if you ask me. Although, damn, look at that kitchen. I can't tell if this is a dream or not. You tentatively touch a fancy vase. Not a dream. I can touch things in my dreams too at your point. Right, I'm glad it suits you. I'll return tomorrow to bring you to Mr. Kravinsky for your meeting. Mr. Klemp gently shuts the door, leaving you to yourselves. So, what do we do now? We have the whole night ahead of us. Shots? Did someone say shots? We should probably do some shots. I don't particularly care, so long as we don't let our guards down. You're a real party animal, Camila. Don't test me. Can we at least go to the buffet? I want to put this new vamp stomach to the test. It seems to have a certain siren song, doesn't it? I wouldn't mind a bit of gambling. Hadn't pegged you as a gambler, Reigns. There's a lot you don't know about me. Well, sounds good to me. I'm in. Wearing that? Oh, Camilla, really? It's literally what you have on, but a different color. Is there something wrong with what I have on? Not at all, but this is about Flash. Oh, because you're flashing right now. True, very true. Flash City, that's a thing, isn't it? Mela leads you to one of the suite's closets. It seems our room comes with some unique amenities. Try saying that word 3 times fast. Hanging in the closet is a beautiful outfit fit for a night on the town. I'm sure you'll turn heads wearing this tonight. I mean, it fits Vegas, doesn't it? No thanks. I'm not sure if I could pull a look off like that. Better stick to what I have on. Why not black? Are you, going out with us, Jax? Nah, I'm in the gym. I feel too restless after being crammed on that tiny plane. Camilla? No. I always find the city distasteful. Oh, so wear this dress and no one will go out. Alright. What do you say, Amy? Get her to place some bets. Or stuff your face with me. Let me get... Oh, I was gonna call it. No one. Actually, I'm feeling kinda beat. I'm gonna head to bed. Boo! Right, stop. We have a busy day tomorrow. Settle into a fluffy soft bed and drift off into a gentle sleep. The next night, driver sent by Langdon Kavinsky strings you and the others out to the desert. Okay, it's so barren. I don't like it. You don't like much of anything, do you? I like my sword. Okay, Blade 2.0. As the car slows to a stop, a massive gray building looms before you. Must be the place. Mr. Klemp walks out of the facility to your car, opening the door for you. Good evening, everyone. I trust your stay at Cordonia Grand was to your liking. So-freaking-lutely. Glad to hear it. Thank you again for being patient while Mr. Kavinsky had to attend to a last-minute business. So long as there is no other urgent matters that come up. None to my knowledge. There's then wide glass doors leading to the facility open, and a man walks out. I get to try the southern accent with this fella. My oh my, what have we here? Mr. Clemens, this is Adolin Reigns, CEO of Reigns Corp, and Camilla Seed, CEO of Amanet Financial and Associates. Well now, it's certainly a pleasure to meet y'all. This has turned out to be quite the get-together. 2 of New York's most prominent execs and their friends. Lily clears her throat. Lily Spencer, tax specialist. A pleasure to meet you, and what about you, Sonny? Jax stands rigid with a frown. Security. Langdon shrugs and turns to you. Without asking, he picks up your hand and kisses the back of it. And who might this young filly be? I'm Adrian's assistant. A mighty fine occupation. Hopefully you keep this young devil on his toes. Oh, he gets up to plenty all on his own. If anything, he keeps me on mine. Langdon laughs, startled. Oh, you best keep this one around, Mr. Rain. She's a firecracker. I plan to. You can call me Amy. Oh, Amy, beautiful. Slides right off the tongue like a spoonful of butter. You fucking southern analogies gotta stop. Mr. Klemp leads you in the Langdon inside the facility, and you and Lindley exchange a surprised glance. There's cold inside. The walls are stark white. The first room you encounter is a large gallery with ancient skeletons and tablets behind glass. This is not what I imagined. What did you imagine? Seriously. That one skull looks like something off of Alien. We go over to the left a little? No? Okay. This is just my slice of the collection. Of course, it's what most folks come around here to say. The artwork is exceptional. You have a good eye, Mr. Kavinsky. Oh, thank you kindly, Miss Sahid. Nestled between two glass displays, you walk by a frame without a painting, and see a scrap of a canvas in one of the corners. Is this... The fragment of the painting calls out to you as if pleading for you to take it. Images flash through your mind. They pose no threat. Their very existence is a threat. Oh. Maybe this will tell me something important. Fine. You touch the painting fragment, and the facility around you fades away. You see a forest grove in the distance, flames smolder from a Civil War battlefield. Nearby, a group of soldiers wearing gray uniforms sit around a small fire. Billy, more whiskey for the men. We're celebrating, ain't we? Yes, sir. That's the first time I ever did that voice, and we're sticking with it. I came out of nowhere. Watching them from the bushes are two figures in blue. Look at them, sitting around eating beans. They have nothing to fear. They've let their guard down after Partridge. If we had been there in time, it would have decisively been a Union victory. But no matter, we can more than make up for it. A peal of laughter comes from the Confederate soldiers around the fire. Adrian watches them, an evaluating look at his eyes before turning back to Gaius. They pose no threat. Gaius grins, showing off his fangs. Their very existence is a threat. With that, Gaius leaves from the bushes in a blur. Adrian right behind him. Die! Ah! What in the hell? Gaius grabs the nearest Confederate soldier, before the man can even react, snaps his neck so thoroughly his head rotates 180 degrees. Now that never gets old. The soldier dies for his rifle, but Gaius is faster, blocking his way and grabbing his wrist. Where do you think you're going? With a flick of his wrist, Gaius rips the man's arm out of its socket, spraying blood in all directions as he screams and writhes. How's that for right to bear arms? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Adrian runs past him and lifts another soldier off the ground. Adrian sinks his fangs in the soldier's neck, rips his throat out with a flourish. Thumbing the body at his feet, Adrian turns to the next soldier, who's too shocked to run. Adrian grins. Demon! You demon! Stay for hell! Adrian stalks towards him, fangs glistening with blood. The soldier scurries back a little. I can make it quick, or I can make it linger. Which do you prefer? Please. Linger, then. Adrian rushes at the soldier, and with a swipe of his hand, slits open his neck. Blood sprays out in a fine mist as the boy collapses gasping. Enjoy your final moments. Drenched in blood, Adrian turns to the last remaining soldier and freezes. He's but a boy. Adrian reconsiders and takes a step back. Adrian! Adrian shakes his head, closing his eyes. Do it, my soldier! Adrian steels himself and approaches the trembling boy. Please, sir. Do it! Before the boy can run, Adrian's hand lashes through the air. The boy freezes, and with his head, and then his head falls forward off his shoulders into the dirt. Adrian looks sadly down at the corpse of the boy, the blood cooling on his uniform. Feeling remorse. Something like that. Don't. You did what had to be done. If we spared him, he would have run to the nearest garrison and warned them. The night is still, calm, and in the distance a single howl instead of more than a cry. Adrian slumps down by the soldier's fire, surrounded by the bloody husks of their bodies. Something on your mind. Just, is that all there is to life? War, fighting, bloodshed, death. I thought the War of Independence would be the end of it, that there would be nothing but peace for many years to come. Oh, my sweet boy, I'm afraid that war is simply a reoccurring feature of the human condition. So long as there are humans to inhabit the planet, there will be wars to be fought. You are a soldier and are made for such challenges. We fight for higher cause with you as our spearhead. The victory of the Union? That. Also the preservation of a vampire nation for a future in which we can be free. And what do we do with the freedom, guys? Kill more? Feed? Pray? Live? But where does it end? What sort of greater good would that be if we must slaughter the innocent? Soldiers were not innocent. Some may have been. Glances at the boy beheaded. Eyes notices and frowns. The world comes with hard truths. I thought you knew that, Adrian. Or you're growing soft. No, just growing old. Guy sighs and walks up to Adrian, tenderly strokes Adrian's cheek with the back of his fingers. My poor soldier. Why do you even keep me around anymore, guys? What use am I to you? Gaius ponders this, cupping Adrian's face with a bloody hand. Do you know why I turned you? Why I continue to keep you by my side? Because you're such a beautiful contradiction. You try so hard to be a good man, someone with unshakable morals, and yet... Gaius's gaze lands on the corpse of the boy. Deep at your core, most vicious killer of us all. You come back to yourself in a rush. What was... See, this is what I spend diamonds on, if there isn't a good relationship choice for me. The others are on their way out of the gallery, so you force yourself to follow. Mr. Konvinsky, let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns? What? It's... never mind. Shoot, you gotta let me give you all the tour first. My collection is a work of art. Not every day I get to show it off. Adrian exchanges a look with Camilla, who gives a terse nod, provided it doesn't take too long. In other words, we'd be honored. Wonderful, wonderful! The Clem comes forward carrying a bundle of what looks like to be metal bracelets. In that case, I'd thank you to kind of put on these tracking bracelets. Security protocol, no. Tracking what? Seems a bit much, don't you think? I wish I didn't have to, you understand, but my collection is composed of all sorts of priceless artifacts. Would be a shame to lose one. Are you accusing us of being thieves? Why, I'd never, but all the same, afraid I can't conduct my business with y'all until you put on those bracelets. Everyone looks to Adrian, who hesitates, usually nods and holds up a hand to Mr. Klemp. Very well. Once Mr. Klemp has given you each bracelet, Langdon claps his hands together. Well, perfect. Let's get going. Langdon leads the way further into the faculty facility. One of the two. I'm not a huge fan of this tracker thing. I should... Oh, Camilla, this feels suspicious. Camilla, I don't like this. Nor do I, but we have to appease him if we want the amulet. Let's just hope we want wrong to come to him. Langdon leads you all to another gallery. This one is full of artifacts on display behind glass. This is certainly an impressive collection, Mr. Kavinsky. That's what I like to hear. Damn, I wonder how much this stuff goes for. Mr. Klimp's eyes are... Oh, for signs. Langdon gestures to various artifacts as you wander through the gallery, giving brief explanations. How he came to obtain them. You see a tablet of hieroglyphs, with images of the undead, a squid totem emanating a dark energy, and what looks like to be two large wolf claws. A closer look at the claw, the tablet. The totem looks like Cthulhu. This totem is strangely fascinating. Stare at the squid stares back. You almost get the sense that it knows you're here, and that you can feel something scratching at your mind like a mandible hooked into your brain. Hold one star in the depths. See, Pixelberry took a page out of Cthulhu and World of Warcraft. There they live. There they wait. You guys, you can hear it whispering, right? It's not just me. I recommend stepping away from that statue now. Here you are, folks. This is what you're here for. Langdon brings you to a case in the back, which displays a familiar object. That's it. That's the amulet of Nero. Your collection seems to have a common theme, Mr. Kavinsky. What can I say? I've always had a head for the strange and unknown. I'm drawn to what lies outside our realm of understanding, if you catch my drift. The supernatural, the paranormal. You have nothing in here that's paranormal whatsoever. It's all supernatural. Shut up. Adrian frowned slightly at the words, casting an uneasy look around the gallery. We appreciate the tour, Mr. Kavinsky, but perhaps we can get on making a deal. Slow down there, Tiger. I still gotta show off my centerpiece. Langdon walks to a console and presses a button. Oh, this is gonna go over real well. Let me guess, we're now a part of the display. The back wall slides away, revealing a secret chamber filled with cages behind glass panels. Take a gander at my most prized possession. What? Whoa. In the cages, you see strange moving shapes, odd creatures, and one man. Cal? Adrian turns to Langdon. What is this? This, Mr. Raines, is my private gallery. It's awful. There are a handful of collectors like me out in the world who scavenge and scrimp for treasures like the ones you've seen. But me, why, I have a real bona fide thing. The only collection in the world with real supernatural beings. You son of a bitch! This is inhumane! Begging your pardon, Mr. Raines, but I don't see as how it can be inhumane when these things are human to begin with. Mila finally snaps, lunges at Langdon with a growl. You bastard. But before Camilla can reach him, Langdon presses a button on his watch. The metal bracket around Camilla's wrist flares up, and she falls to her knees. And then you feel it too. The bracelet sends a jolt of painful electricity through your body, causing you to fall to one knee. Ah! The others fall beside you as the bracelets come to life. Oh! What's the meaning of this? I did some background checks on y'all before you came. Everyone checked out, all right. Nice working forging those identities, by the way. Even everyone that is, say, from Mr. Matsuo over there. But me? You were a little tough nut to crack, my boy. You weren't in the books or any public records. But then I found a certain photo from 1974, and who do I find? Mr. Matsuo, barely unaged and unchanged. Langdon walks up to all of you with hands clasped behind his back, looking giddy. I've always wanted a vampire for my collection. Who knew I'd be blessed with 5? But Adrian shoots you a warning look and you swallow your words, playing along. I'll kill you. He fights against the bracelet, gritting his teeth as more electricity shoots through him. Mela is fighting to stand, her teeth and fangs bared at Langdon. You best not waste your energy now. Langdon snaps his fingers, and Mr. Klimp comes forward with the security detail behind him. They grab onto you and the others and begin to drag you away. You will all make fine additions to my freak show. Fine additions indeed. I called it. I goddamn called it. We don't... Wait, okay, so 1. Woo! We get to see Cal. Okay? The question is this Cal before or after? Is this future tense? Is this past tense? Is this... Ooh! Swear to God, if they name him anything else, I'm gonna be really mad. I need to know how. Also, wow, I didn't get an ad for a diamond. Okay, Pixelberry. Okay. Where's my diamond? Where's my diamond, Pixelberry? Also, this is coming out next Friday, apparently. So let's take a gander. Monday. Wishful thinking. Wednesday. Got 3 books. Which, hey, I have a question. Is it just me? Let me know. Do people not like Nightbound? Like, I don't know. It seems to have a very small audience on my channel. I've tried. Doing the best I could with voices and things like that. It's been a lot of fun to do. Platinum is actually okay. I actually teared up during chapter 2 because I was telling people in our Discord, which, hey, link down below, that, basically I never, like, okay, so next week, Open Heart will not be here, okay. Basically I was telling people, you know, that I'll never feel that. You know, like, hey, you won, you did something well, you know, being noticed. So, you know, I don't feel like I'll ever be a star, even though I'm trying. You know, it's like my friend said, positivity doesn't sell, and it's true. It really doesn't. Drama sells, all this other crap sells. This, doing what I'm doing right now, does not sell. And I'm not really looking to sell, but you know what I'm meaning. Basically, it doesn't, people don't share it. People don't like it. People just, it's entertainment purposes. You know, they want drama, they want things. They don't care about the man speaking to you right now. But, oh well. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope to catch you all in the next video, and catch you all later. Peace.